Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the UAM Dynasty, aka the hardest dynasty imaginable. Last week we pulled off an epic victory in an amazing win against FCS. This week, not FCS. We are playing Alabama, 13th ranked in the nation. It's a rivalry game, as you can see. We're playing at Bryant-Denny Stadium. 84 degrees outside. It's going to be a beautiful game. We're going to look at recruiting real quick. I think I already kind of messed with it, but we're doing pretty good on Rashawn Travis here. Cardabo, or Carew, he's doing pretty good. I kind of upped some points because we got on guys' boards, but some of the other guys we didn't. But we want to be on their boards, and we're offering them points. So, you know, I'm like, if I give them NIL and then give them more points, I think we'll work something out. I think I could honestly, real quick, I think I kind of want to give him some points. Is there a reason I can't? You do not have enough hours remaining. Oh, because I don't have enough hours. Hold on, real fast. Let's give this guy some points. I'm not gonna lie. Offer him a scholarship. We'll give him 5 NIL just real fast. Just something. Give him 10 here, and then we'll do that. And then I'm pretty sure Flanagan also could use some money. You know, throw him $5, and then there we go. So we have $95 in Dynasty points still. I could use that, but I think saving that for like the transfer portal will be really, really important. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into this game. I don't think, as you can see, our best player is Micah over Mays, and then they have Bray Hubbard. He's a dog. 45. This is where you see. You know, it's rough, but we're playing on the road. It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, we'll see how fast it goes by. All right, we're hopping into it now. We're at 45 overall. Jerseys are sick, though, right? We're going to just go ahead. This game is going to be rough. I'm telling you now. Unless some craziness happens, we might lose by 70. I'm not going to lie. We did pull off a victory, which last time I tried to do this Dynasty, didn't really work. They said it was going to be nice out. Hold on. We don't need this dying. No. As you can tell, I'm an experienced YouTuber. Look at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's packed out. Alabama, they're going to walk under be champion. They don't know how to be a UAM champion. Jesus, why did we get so bright? Doesn't matter. Their stadium, pretty packed out. I believe this is their first game, so they're excited. They're expecting a win, but they're not ready for the storm that's coming their way. The sirens are going off in all of our players' heads. They're ready to play at Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Too long of a name, man. Not gonna lie. Let's skip that. We're gonna hop right into it, man. I am prepared for an ass beating. Look at our guys are out there, and we're getting the ball first. They know they're not prepared for our offense. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm prepared for our offense either. It's been a minute. It's been a day since I played. So, but I remember Ryan Rames was amazing while scrambling the ball. That's because I just made the school had a flag football team in the first year of creation, and we played them in their flag football team, and we lost 112-0. So that's the context behind that. First play, we're gonna pull out all go. I'm not gonna lie. I want to loft this bitch up to Jazz or somebody. Nobody gets open. We're gonna scramble out with Ryan. You know what? Let's just chuck it up there. First play, and it's a yellow. Okay, I figured I worked on the catching because I had not done that, so. I kind of worked on it. I'm still not that great at it, which is quite unfortunate, but we'll see how it goes, you know. We're going to throw the quick bubble route for a gain of 2 yards. Not ideal for us. Going to formations, we're going to go into, I think, honestly, maybe going like 5 wide here and spreading out the field. Might be our best bet, because I genuinely don't know any other way we're beating these guys unless we get quite lucky. Hopefully Jazz can beat his man. Nope, we're going to throw it too short, and that'll be a first down. CJ Major, who had a big catch at the end of the game last week. Great to see him getting involved already. We might try to run the ball a little bit. I genuinely don't think it's going to work. We got Young in the backfield. I think Sunday's still kind of hurt, banged up a little bit, but he might come back a little at some point in this game. Young gets about 3 yards. Not the worst carry for first down, at least for us. We're already taking some time off the clock. This is how we beat them if we don't allow them to score 70 points on us. Throw it there. I know it's kind of a bait route. I could have maybe hit Jazz. I think they ran a cover 2 there. I would like to see. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, well. Third down once again already. Not ideal. We're going to go with a little high-low dig. I am, once again, looking for Major. As much as I would like to put Jazz in the slot route, I think Major's doing pretty good so far, so I don't want... I meant to throw it, and my controller's low-key fucked, I'm not going to lie. My right button, it's not working ideally. So we're going to end up putting this away. Hopefully it's not... Oh my goodness, what a kick! Should have put some backspin on that thing. That's crazy. Not a bad kick. Way to kind of flip the field. Put them in a normal position. My goodness. What a punt. Keelan Russell, freshman quarterback from Duncanville, Texas. I hope he's not good in real life. No offense to him, but fuck Alabama. I do not like Alabama. Not going to lie. So, first play. Let's see what they're going to... I bet they run the ball. I kind of figured out how some of this stuff works. Not really. I'm not going to lie. We got to get to the edge. Micah Overbay's making a tackle on this first play. Love to see that. I do need to get more comfortable. I'm still used to, you know, using some of the other stuff, like the old mechanics of where it was really simple to mess with. They're going to shift formations here. Hopefully they don't see what we're doing. Dropping a D lineman to coverage. They're going to run a bubble out there to... Oh, God, can we hit him, please? Oh, my God, he's gone. Oh, my God. That was miserable. He broke like 4 tackles. Like, I can't even say the play call was bad because he killed us, man. Coleman Williams. Not a great first play for the defense. Or second play for the defense. First play was good. I wish the second play was that good. Oh, well. Damn. Not a great start. They scored really fast. We did not score at all. We got the ball 15 yards downfield. Should have had a first down, but for some reason it did not let me throw. I'm being so serious. I know it sounds like you're being a bum for taking a sack, but I promise. I tried to throw the ball. It just didn't work. We're going to go a little bit into pistol here. I mean, our receiver, or tight end, Mr. Poole. He didn't have the worst game last week, but he was not, you know, an ideal starter. We're going to step up with Ryan, roll out a little bit. Hopefully he can't outrun that guy. Probably should have tried to throw the dig route to Jazz. That probably would have been a good idea. But kind of was immediately, felt like I was under pressure. Probably was a little finer than I thought. We're going to throw to Jazz here. He's going to drop it. 3rd down 18. This is how we expected this game to go. I'm not going to lie. This game might be a wash. Off rip. We're going to see what we can do. But, I don't know. Jazz, fuck. Quick 3 and out following that. That's a yikes right there, buddy. 3 and out real fast. Can we get another booming punt? Decent one. Oh my God, our punter's got a leg on him. That guy needs to go to the league. Can we make a tackle there? We cannot, but we do there. Okay. They're at the 38. Maybe they just got lucky on the first play, you know? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of how I expect most of the game to go. If we can get a couple stops like this one, I don't know how he catches that, man. I'm right there. I mean, I can't make a better play unless I step up a half second sooner. But, oh well. Shift the D-line left. I really still don't know how to mess with my secondary. Because I would like my safeties to back up a little bit because they're getting kind of cooked over top. They're going to run an RPO. I was expecting another bubble. They're going to have an injury timeout. I'm assuming it was their tight end because they zoomed in on him, but I'm actually not too sure. We're going to... Golden's our best guy. Maybe... I hate that that's that button now. They're going to run it up the middle. Can we make a tackle? Dude, they're just breaking every first hit, you know. We have to gang tackle if we're going to do anything. Because if we're not gang tackling, they're breaking the first tackle that they touch, you know. I think this is a pass here, I'm not going to lie. We're going to try to cut a route off. He's going to throw a short tight end screen. What a play call. My goodness. Can we make a tackle? No, but we pushed him out of bounds. That was a great play call. I was not expecting a screen whatsoever there. Barry's disappointed, man. Look at this fucking guy back here. We have negative 11. What do you have to say? This is your fault. He's not supporting the Twisters enough, man. My goodness. Fuck-ass elephant. Big Al? I did not know that's what his name was. How not creative. They could have come up with anything, and they came up with fucking Big Al. They are once again in kind of a passing formation, but I'm feeling like they're going to run it here. They're going to bring him over into motion. They're going to run it up the middle. We're going to dive in there, but we got him anyways. That's all good. I mean, their team is just... It's low-key stacked, I'm not going to lie. compared to us, I mean, I'm honestly surprised. If we end the season with 1 win, that's a little more than I thought we were gonna get. I'm not gonna lie. QB's gonna scramble. Can we step up? He dove. 3rd down and 3. Weird animation there. Our guy dove. They kind of just rammed into each other. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling. No, don't do that. Okay, now nobody's on him. I'm gonna kind of try to play this guy man, and that was a bad defense. Quarterback tried to overthrow it. They're gonna actually go for it here because they're assholes. They know they can probably get it if they really try to, which is, that's not really nice of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna help wherever I think I can. I'm not gonna lie. I think everyone's gonna need some help here. He's gonna throw short, and we picked it. That's a user lurk right there. Can we please take it back? Tie the game. That was an insane play. No one's even close. Actually, the quarterback's a bit close. Can we outrun him? No, we're down to the 4. I hope we can still score. What a fucking play there. I read it like a book. I said I'd help, and I did. That was an insane play. No fucking whatever the word. That was the box specialist himself. I was looking for, replay. That's what I was looking for. But, that's okay. I don't want to put him on anything. We're going to just throw it to Jazz. Hopefully he can catch it. He had it in his hands. It was close. Just couldn't fully commit. We're going to actually try to run this one up the middle. I'm not going to lie. It might be a bad idea, but we're going to try it out. Nowhere. Man, him not getting in the end zone was actually a really bad call there. That's really quite unfortunate. We were really banking on the offense not having to come out on the field. Our team is in utter fucking champ. We have no idea what's happening. The play clock's shaking. We're going to throw for Jazz again, and it's dropped once again. Do we go for it, though? I think we have to, right? Because either way, we're putting them in a bad spot, I mean, I could call timeout if I really wasn't confident, which I'm not, but we're gonna test it out. Ryan Raines. I see a guy in the back of the end zone. He catches it. That's a touchdown. What a ball by Ryan Raines. I'm not gonna lie. Gilmore with an insane catch there to toe tap in there. And Ryan Raines might be 3 for 9, but he's got a touchdown. And after an insane pick, it is now 7-7. The UAM Twisters do not go down without a fight. That is for sure. I bet the Tide is wishing they kicked that field goal on 4th down now, buddy. We're going to get a deep kick here. I think that should be in the back of the end zone. It is. Against FCS, I'm fine to risk returns, but against Alabama, I'm absolutely not allowing a return there. That's asking for, them to take it to the crib on the way back. I got stuck on a D lineman who got absolutely bullied. Quarterback's going to throw an insane fucking pass. Oh my lord. Rolling out to his left across his body. Ryan Williams, great catch once again. Brothers already cooked us for that one play where he just spun off of everyone. Looking like he did against Georgia. He has no drops today so far, so that's kind of good sign for him, right? Mr. Drops himself, not gonna lie. Man coverage is not what I want. I also don't like... I'm stuck here with Taylor, and we're gonna move Taylor in. They're gonna swap their formation, and this might take us to the 2-minute warning if they don't snap it. They do. It's going to be a play action. They're going to throw another short play. They're loving it to the tight end right now. They're McDonald's. They're loving it. They're loving it. Let's see. Hopefully they can throw a 6-piece chicken McNugget our way, once again. Let's hope that we can get some nice play. There's a guy maybe on that screen. And can we make a play there? Super close. Unlucky, though. Good attempt by number 15. I actually don't know who that is at the moment. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, I'm not the ideal coach. I really think that we're gonna pinch our D-line, hopefully. Something. Can we help in the back of the end zone? He threw it into the ground. I don't know what happened there. I think he had a guy if he really took that shot. My linebacker was not keeping up with him. Insane plays. Insane plays. Let's put the mic back down. They're gonna run a play action here. We can't get off our guy. And the quarterback's gonna take it right up the middle. I can't remember his name. Keelan Russell. He's gonna take it up the middle for a 7-yard rush into the end zone to make it possibly. Can we get a blocked field goal here? No, 14-7. Still not the worst, but we did get ball to start this half, so not in the best situation unless we can somehow manage to drive down the field and get a touchdown. We're not going to return it because we're not going to make it to the 25-yard line, for sure. So, I think I gotta just hope they run zone. I can't have any man coverage against us, or we're getting fried. That may have been just cover one. I'm not gonna lie. Ryan Rames is already down -2 speed, which thankfully it's not an arm issue, because that would be really unfortunate. They're gonna bring some pressure again. We're gonna hit Major to the outside. Can he at least get out of bounds? He does. Way to stop the clock there. I'm not really trying to call timeouts, just in case we turn the ball over. Don't want to give them way too much time. I'm looking at both of their DBs are like fucking elite players. So we're going to step with Ryan here. Slide down so he doesn't take a hit. 1:07 remaining. Nice little drive going at the moment. Cell clock on. Takes it down a little bit. I don't mind that at all. Looking for the running back out of the backfield here. Throw it quick. He's not looking. That's fine. I feel like Rames. Yeah, he's on the ground anyways. I just knew he was getting pressured immediately. So I was like, might as well throw it, right? Let's see if anything pops open. We're going to take it up the middle. Slide down with Ryan again. We'll call our first time out. That makes it 3rd down, I believe. 3rd down and 3. Stadium is shaking. Number 5 stadium in the country. Forgot to even acknowledge that. Our guys are a little bit out of position. That's okay. This doesn't look like a cover 2. And it's not. We're going to hit Major. Hopefully he can make a catch. He does. Takes a hit. Still holds on to it. Major's done really good out of the slot. I think he's a big dude, but he can play that slot position. Secure some catches. Jazz is more of a speed guy anyways. We're going to try to step up, avoid a sack, but we lose 3 yards there. That's rough, not going to lie. Immediate block shed there. That was a bit rough. They got me in utter shock. We're going to get pressured again. Ryan's going to step up again. Dive forward. 3rd down and 3. Not going to call that last time out yet because I don't have full faith in us getting the first down here. May have been a bad idea. Our guys are taking fucking forever to get set. I'm going to call a timeout. Our guy is not ready. I don't know why my team does that. They just are in the wrong formation and then they move. I don't know if that has something to do with the awareness of the team. This kick, holy shit. If I can nail this, I'd be impressed with myself. 3 seconds remaining. Can we make this a really extreme kick? It's hard, and it's going to be almost blocked, and it's going to go in. What a kick under pressure. That was scary. Almost blocked. That would have been rough. But we are going to go into halftime only down 10-14. Considering the difference in overall of like 47, that's not bad. I'm happy to be only down 4. We'll see. Hopefully we can make a big stop in the second half and possibly pull off an insane W. Okay, we're back in. Start of the second half. Only down 10-14 against the 13th ranked Tide in our second game ever. I don't think you understand how insane that is. I'm not going to lie. It is now officially a night game against a rival. They definitely don't see us as a rival. They beat us 112-0 in flag football last year in our school's debut opening. They're going to throw a check down here. Our guy gets juked out. Can we make a tackle there? I may have missed a tackle, not going to lie. Maybe the first. I don't claim the first one. My guy got just juked out of his shoes there. Close game. I think if we can get one stop or another pick, I genuinely think we have a chance to win the game. I know that's insane to say, but if we can pull off a 13-10 this game has me in utter shock. If we can pull off a victory against a 13-team team, that's a hard sentence. I genuinely, McMullen, Alabama will burn the fuck down if we can beat the Tide. Or maybe all the people that live in McMullen are going to burn down the school because we're going to ruin the Tide's chances of going to the playoffs if we pull off a victory. At the moment, they're kind of driving, so it's not looking very good. They're going to shift positions into 5 wide. That's not what you love to see. Not at all. Get stuck on a linebacker, too. We kind of got off the guy. What a tackle. My goodness. Number 34, that was the same guy that got our huge pick to even make this a game at the moment. Not going to lie. Even if we lose, I'm kind of happy. We proved that we can compete at some sort of level. And for all you motherfuckers who are saying, oh, it's not Heisman. You know what? Real quick, in case anyone wants to be like, oh, it's not on Heisman. That's the wrong spot. Never mind that. Game's tweaking. Real fast. Options. Settings. Watch this shit. Heisman. That's what I thought. I'm just a baller like that. I have maybe a good resume against the CPU. I actually don't know my resume. It's probably not the best, especially with how many times I've played with dog shit teams. Our guys jumped off sides a little bit, encroachment. Got lucky that they didn't call that. Gonna be a run up the middle. They honestly, if they just run the ball against us the whole game, they're gonna score. I'm not gonna lie. Our guys are 60s, 70s overall. Our D-line is actually not the worst part of the defense, in my opinion. That's 100% the linebackers besides Golden. They're going to run a little play action here. And it was actually a tight end screen, but thankfully, quarterback short arms it, just like real life, where quarterbacks for some reason decide they can't throw screen plays, even though there's, you think, oh, easiest pass in football. We're going to make an awesome play, and it's a fucking, oh my god, Golden. There was 3 of us. You didn't have to face mask him. Automatic first down. They're 100% getting in the end zone now. That's just so... Dane Goldman, man. You're supposed to be one of the leaders on the team, and you're making mistakes like that. That is quite unfortunate. And they're going to be in a bunch left formation. That tight end, he's going to be on something. I'm not going to blitz with McCricks here. They're going to run the ball up the middle. Can Golden make a stop there? He does with some support. Injury timeout, and it's Golden now. He's holding his arm. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. That's quite unfortunate. Bro causes us to lose on a 3rd down stop, and then gets hurt. That's just cursed at that point. Let's see if they run it here. They do, and I missed the tackle. I don't think it would have mattered. He honestly probably would have broke it. The Tide are going to go in for another touchdown to go up 21, probably, to 10. Dan Golden bruised hand. I'm honestly going to keep him in. I know it's risky, but if we have a chance of beating the Tide, I need it. It's a rivalry game. We gotta at least take advantage in some way, or at least have all our best guys out there. Josh Ford gets hurt. Number 40, I think that was maybe their backup tight end, so maybe that's lucky for us. This is a returnable kick, but guess what? We're not going to return it. None of our guys are good enough to do so. The UAM Twisters offense comes back out. Not the best showing last quarter or last half, but we actually did put up somewhat of a fight, so we'll take that. Trying to throw, that's not who I meant to throw to. I meant to throw to A, who's the flat, but CJ Major comes up with an awesome catch right there. Once again, he's definitely one of the better receivers, him and Jazz. Our receivers are honestly not playing the worst. Good run here by Sunday. We're going to try to push him up the middle for a first down, which we do. Post curl. I hope Jazz knows that he's running deep on this play. We'll see what happens. He got boxed the fuck up, and then Rams got... I think everyone was literally clamped. That was quite pitiful. I'm not going to lie. McPherson's a small dude. He's getting kind of bullied on the edge. See, why are we out of position, guys? What are we doing? Are we trying to trick them? I don't think they're very tricked. We're going to try to throw the corner out with some anticipation. DB makes a good play. 3rd down and 10. Not ideal for the Twisters here. We are going to go back into our... Hopefully, I'm going to try to block... I mean, Young, if you can't hear him right now, you're just deaf. I get it's loud, but you're standing right the fuck next to him. Rams, you gotta have some authority in your voice. We're going to try to throw that. Rams gets hit immediately. I don't know. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know if we can make a stop if we even get close, you know what I mean? I might just have to throw this up to McPherson. Again, we are not set in the right formation. McPherson, can he make... He's got a step, actually. And he dropped it. We almost greened it, too. He had a step, though. He did beat his guy a little bit. Safety kind of came over and helped, which is unfortunate. I think if it was one-on-one, his chances of catching that were a lot higher. I tried to green it. I think for 20-yard plus plays, we need to have the catch thing on because our guys might need some help on some deep balls. Golden's back out there, makes a tackle, and that might be the last play of the first or the 3rd quarter, not first. First quarter was about the same. They honestly got the 1 touchdown, and we didn't do much. But already the 4th quarter, we're playing close. You know, we're probably not going to win because they have the ball in our area. But we're not. Oh God, I say we're not doing bad. We've had the ball for 6 minutes and only have 70 yards. So that's not what you love to see. But we have 10 points and a field goal. Or 10 points including a field goal and touchdown. That's kind of what was going on in my head. Not going to lie. That was very poorly worded. They're going to throw it to Ryan Williams here. I hate that his last name is Ryan Coleman Williams. I mean, that's just me. I don't remember the story of why he has that name. Probably something sentimental, but I'm like, that's just way too long of a name, man. Ryan Williams was clean. Rolled off the tongue. That's pause. Oh my goodness. That's yikes. I bet this is a run up the middle. I'm not going to lie. They're clock off. False start? False start. They're showing the running back, but the lineman looked like he was the one that moved. Yikes, Rooney, buddy. They are 5 yards back. This is where we make a big play. I'm not going to lie. I can feel the pick 6 coming this way. Or just an interception would be nice. We do have an interception. No, we have a fumble last game. No pick. But we have a turnover in each game, which is quite nice. That's kind of impressive considering our overall. I believe next week we do play UAB, another in-state opponent. So maybe that game will be a little bit closer. If we're lucky, you know. You never know. They're going to snap it directly to the quarterback here. Can we make a play? Over Mays. Hits him, but he breaks the tackle. 3rd down and 9. That tight end forward again once decided he was hurt again. That came out all wrong. I'm not going to lie. They're going to run it. QB, read option. And we're in the backfield for a tackle for loss. They're going to kick it again. We're going to go with a block left. If we can get a block kick here, I think we might stand a chance. You know, or if he misses. I think we just need the ball in their territory once again. We're not going to get a block kick. And he's going to drill it right down the middle. 2-score game. So if we score a touchdown and then get an onside kick and then score again, we have a shot to go into overtime. But that requires, 2 touchdowns. And so far, our only touchdown came when we were at the 3. And it took 3 tries. 4 tries? 4 tries. Because we went for it. Other than that, I mean, yikes. I just hope Ryan Rames doesn't get hurt in this last few minutes. We kind of need him next week. Big time. He's going to roll out here. He's going to take off. Can he get out of bounds so he doesn't take a hit? He does. He takes a hit anyways. Ref, that's got to be a late hit. I'm not going to lie. That was way too late. We're going to block our running back here. If McPherson can beat his man once again, I'm down to just loft that thing up to him. And he did not. But, oh my God, throw the ball, Rames. My RB trigger is, my right button is so messed up. I try to hold it down, and he just can't throw it. And that's a very important button when it's a receiver. We're just going to hopefully, I'm going to just throw this up to Jazz. Hopefully he can come down with it, and he doesn't. It's a yellow. 3rd down, 19. Maybe Jazz isn't who we should be throwing it to. Gilmore over there is a lot taller. So we might give him a shot on this one. We're just going to loft it up, and then Green. Nope. Oh, close though. And then, it's 2nd down. I'm going to, 4th down, 19. I might just run it again. Fucking call me a cheeser. And say I'm not even looking at our guys. Because I'm not. I'm going to throw it into fucking double coverage. And I think that was pretty much green, but I don't even know if there was green in there to hit, This game's pretty much over. I'm not going to lie. I know, I genuinely, that was probably the worst offensive play calling you've ever seen. I had no faith. Rames is hurt. Receivers are getting clamps. We're just trying to get out of here at this point with no injuries. I gave up. As the head coach, Frank Birch, he gave the fuck up too. He looked at the score, he looked at the situation. He said, man, we can't stop a run game to save our life. And our offense has barely moved the ball, really, except for one drive. This game is over. 10-24, though, is a lot better. I believe last time I did this with a UAM Twisters team, back in, College Football 25, I lost significantly worse. Maybe by 45. No one remembers. Toadek's nasty. They're going to run the ball for sure here. We're still in, zone, because why would we not be? If they run up the score, just wait till next year, buddy. It's a rivalry game for sure. Oh, it's a rivalry game. They're hating on us. They also probably need to look like they won by a lot more than 31-10. Only beating us by 3 scores is quite rough when you're 45 overall better than us. But we competed. I'm happy with the competition from the team standpoint. I really am. Still not going to return a kick. Not going to lie. I don't have faith in a return. Now, if we can get something out of this, I would like some yards, some stats, some field goals maybe. They're going to play off, real deeply off. Hopefully Rames doesn't get hurt. That's my big concern here. I just don't want Ryan to get hurt. He's taking another hit. I was looking for the drag there. It wasn't there. We'll go 5 wide. I know I'm running coach suggestions. Oh well, right? The crowd's out of it. No, we're going to throw it to right there just for some yards. I want Ryan's stats to look good, Maybe he can get some XP out of this. You never know. We're going to throw it to the tight end. It's a beautiful ball. Downfield, I dropped it. I keep forgetting that that's there. I'm not going to lie. I really need to get in remembrance. I've played too many games where that wasn't the case. You just had to catch the ball. Gilmore catches it 1st down. We'll call it timeout. We're going to try to get some points, They're going to be downfield. Once again, they're kind of dickheads. They're like, oh, we don't want you to have anything fun in your life ever. We're going to put Young on a little Texas route, see if he can get open. He's getting absolutely boxed, not going to lie. That's a yellow, but Poole comes down with it. We'll go Hail Mary. Fuck it. Yeah. They're playing actually down low. Oh my goodness. Pass protection. Can I not pass protect? Doesn't look like it. We're just going to have to hope that we don't get sacked off rip. Ryan Rain stepping back to throw. He's going to get it. Not to even to the end zone, but there's a flag. Maybe we can get another shot. Hey, we want our Hail Mary, brother. Pass interference. That might honestly, if it's field goal range, I might try it out. On the opponent 28, do we go for the touchdown or do we go for the field goal? I think we go for the touchdown. We're not pussies. You know, we're going to throw it up to somebody. I don't know who yet, but we're going to throw it up to someone. And hopefully they can come down with an awesome catch to end the game. We're going to try it to Gilmore over there. He's going to not even put his hands up. He played, I guess it was slightly overthrown. He just threw his hands up. Rivalry game. Lights have gone red. Alabama pulls off the victory in the Geostorm, which is sick because, you know, the Tide, the Twisters, you know, Geostorm, pretty sick. I thought it was pretty cool. But Ryan Williams plays a great game. Alabama Stadium's going crazy. They beat a rival who, you know, in the first game, I'm honestly not upset. 40 overall, and you put up 10 points on the Tide. Good plays kind of around. Not a bad game by us. I'm happy with it. You know, I think maybe I could have, all 10 points came in the second quarter. I think maybe if I really tried, I could have maybe gotten some extra points or maybe even try to compete at the end, but I wasn't risking Rames hurt. 10 for 27, 81 yards, a touchdown, 37% completion percentage is quite horrendous, but, you know, he was also getting hit a lot. He also had 8 rushes for 12 yards, sacked, I think, once or twice. Sunday had 2 for 7. We had no run game in this game. CJ Major, good game, 6 for 48. Gilmore had 2 for 11 and his first touchdown of the season. And then no one else really did anything. Defensively, we did have three tackles for losses. Not too bad. No sacks. 1 pick. Foster McCricks, he's a senior, 69 overall. Nice. 77 yards. Just right there to almost getting a pick. 6, but he missed. And then we had a field goal as well. 31-10, man. First rivalry game with Alabama. We're going to come back with vengeance next year. Don't worry. Same to next week. Oh, that went away pretty fast, not going to lie. School update. A lot of guys still want to transfer. Overmaze is 100% going to transfer. Hopefully, Rames will probably transfer too. I forgot to even mention this, but a lot of guys are probably going to leave. But we're 1-1. And this week, we are going to be next episode, at least, we are going to be taking on UAB at home in the first ever night game at Tornado Alley. It'll be sick. They, I believe, are also a pretty good team. They average 24 points a game. We average 14, you know. We also allow 23. They allow more points than we do, so that's kind of funny. But that will be next episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode. I know it wasn't the best because, you know, took a fat L. But that's okay. You know, it's part of it. But thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the UAM Twisters Dynasty. Hopefully this series will last a while. That's what the plan is. But thank you all for tuning in. I hope you had an awesome time watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, possibly if you don't mind, you know. But you're handsome. I'm gonna tell you that today. I'm gonna have a great day, fellas. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Peace. Mwah.